This is the first National Assembly plenary following the attack on some communities in Plateau State on Christmas Eve. First, an executive communication from President Bola Tinubu requesting for the securitization of the outstanding 7.3 trillion naira ways and means.
Requests for the securitization of the debit balance ways and means in the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federal Government of Nigeria. The savings arising from the much lower interest rate could help to reduce the deficit in the budget.
The upper chamber then delved into the debate on the recent killings in Plateau State, raising the need for a national security summit.
I heard the report from the military this morning. I will say that I was disappointed. Disappointed how? Because part of it was that why they couldn't deal with the situation in Mangu and Bokos was because of proximity and of course also the terrain. And I asked the question, for a military, for armed forces, there is nothing like terrain. There is nothing like distance. Of recent, we created the Kerang Rescue, which is an Air Force base with helicopters. The issue of Mangu, many people were killed around Kerang. Where was the Air Force? Where are the helicopters? If you want to address the issues of insecurity in the North Central and part of the North, then we must also go to look at the possibility of creating a North Central Development Commission.
There was proper planning. You can't carry out that level of planning in secret and it doesn't leak. If civilians are aware, how come that those who are paid to secure are not aware? We need to let them know that we are paid, we are angry with them for failing in their duties.
The upper chamber resolves to summon the service chiefs.
This Allo chamber should invite the security chiefs, namely the National Security Advisor, the Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of Air Staff, the DGSSS, DGNIA, because of the foreign elements involved, the Inspector General of Police, to meet in a closed session with the Senate with a view to obtaining first-hand information to enable the Senate take further actions that can bring this to a close.
The lawmakers observe a minute's silence in honor of the victims. By the same token, the Senate also observed a minute's silence for the former governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu, who passed on December 27, 2023, and a few hours into the new year proceeded to revisit the 2024 and 2026 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. In the House of Representatives, the issues were also discussed. The lawmakers also reached their resolution.
All the chief of staff, admin staff, to establish military presence bases in the state local government areas and other volatile areas of Plateau State.
They observe a minute's silence in honor of the victims of the attacks. From the National Assembly, Gloria Omezuke, Channels Television News.